I'm a great people watcher, and been watching children playing games on computers, formally as research tasks and even formally for a very long time. And there were some real surprises. One surprise, I think, is how they like to play with each other. And I remember a long way back in the 1980s, we asked children to design with us a game which would teach multiplication. And one of the many things they asked for was a game that they could play with their younger brother or sister, or their older brother or sister. They wanted to be able to compete with somebody who was less good than they were or more good than they were. They wanted the ability to set the game to be a level playing field because it was more fun. They enjoy playing with other children. They enjoy the dialogue. They enjoy watching. They enjoy the role of standing at the screen and seeing other people solve problems and then trying it themselves. They enjoy the dialogue. And I think games have become powerfully collaborative. Actually, that's the way most of their games are in the playground. It's nice to skip, but it's more fun to skip with two others. You know, this is play is always, I think, a social thing. One of the real surprises for us, I think, was that they like their games to be really hard, and that they enjoy the sense of what I like to describe as ipsative referencing, that sense of their own progress. They like to know that they're better than they were. You know, they're in their education, they're in a world of normative referencing, you know, are you as good as the others, criterion referencing, did you do as well as last year? That doesn't inspire them. What inspires them is, are you yourself doing better than you were? And how are your friends doing? That sense of self-progress, hugely powerful. And they don't get that very much in their education, you know, in their learning lives. They're locked in other people's judgment of how good they might be. In their game-playing life, there's no limit on that. They can be as good as they want to be. And one of the things we're going to learn for sure in this century is that we've got no idea really how good our children might be. You know, I've watched children learning. Do you know every single project I've been involved with for 30 years with children and technology and learning, the children have outperformed my best expectations. Doesn't matter, I'm the most optimistic person on the planet for them. I keep thinking, they're going to be fab. And every time at the end of the project, I thought they were going to be this good, and actually they were this good. And I think we've got no idea how good our children might be. And around the world, children are coasting. Parents watching this will absolutely know that their children come home from school very rarely exhausted by the intellectual effort of being stretched way beyond where they thought they could go. Mostly they come back and they've coasted through the day, they've done what was needed, they've been pretty diligent, and the parents say, what was your day at school like? It was okay. You know. But in the world of game playing, as in the world of music and the world of sport, there's no limits. You know, if you're ready, you can go as far and as fast as you want. That is hugely important. And that's a big part of the motivation.